Hey everybody, welcome to Everyday Journey. Today we're going to do just a quick review on my Airpods. Bought these about a month ago, used them for about a month. Figure maybe I can give you guys a little insight on whether or not you might want some yourself, or maybe even talk you out of buying some. Who knows? So stay tuned, let's check it out. Alright, here's what we got. This is what it comes with in the box, or shipped to you. They shipped it to me in a slightly bigger box than this, and this is what it came with. Everything except the lightning cord. I don't have it here. Let me go over a few of the pros and cons of these. Number one, these things have good sound quality. They're just as good as the Earpods that come with pretty much all the Apple phones and devices. If you like those, you're going to like these. Number two, the battery on this thing, it lasts quite some time. I mean, as long as you have this thing charged, you can charge your AirPods. If you wanted to, you could take one out, put it in the charger, sit there and listen with one while the other one's charging. Later on, once this one's charged, you could take it back out, switch it, put this one into charge. That way you're only using one. You can still hear what's around you, and at the same time you get you get both of them being charged all the time. But as far as actual length of both of them charged, I haven't had an issue with it. I listen to like audiobooks and things like that, and they pretty much last for as long as I want to listen anyway. Number three, no cords. You see any cords? Of course not. That's what these are for. Before I'd go jogging or something and have the cords going down my shirt and have the phone in my pocket, and they just don't work well like that. So you end up jogging and getting the cords caught in something and jerk one out of your ear. These, no issue. Number four, they have a great fit. I mean, they fit just as well as the other ones do. As long as you never had any issues with the Earpods being in your ears and falling out, these probably aren't going to be an issue either. I mean, I've gone jogging in them. They stay in, no problem. Number five, these things got good range. You put them in your ears, you can take your phone, set it down on the counter, walk around through the room, never have to worry about the phone. You can even go in the other room. Most of the times, unless you're dealing with big rooms, they're still going to be connected. You're still going to be listening. So yeah, I got no problems with that. That works out great. Even with my watch, which I don't have on at the moment, but it connects with that. Range is pretty good on that as well. So yeah, it should work just great for any of that. So number six, these things pause whenever you pull them out of your ears. It's both a good thing and a bad thing, but mostly good. If you're sitting there and you get somebody wants to talk to you or whatever, you can pull one out of your ear. It pauses whatever you're listening to. You go ahead and talk to them, you put it back in. Bad thing is, if you have two of them in your ears and you just want to pull one out to adjust it or whatever, it's going to pause it then. So as far as the time that you have these out of your ears, if you have one out for just a few seconds, it's going to pause whatever, you put it back in, it's just going to start playing. If you leave it out for longer, it will stop whatever you're listening to, and you actually have to go to your phone or whatever device and actually push play again. So it is what it is. Just got to work with it. Number seven, and I already kind of mentioned this, they work great with the Apple Watch. You don't want to have a phone whenever you're going out jogging. Best place for a phone would be on your arm, but even that, you got to have an extra strap and all this other stuff. With the watch, you just have it on your wrist, pair it to these, push play and start running. I've gone running for about an hour before, no issues. I mean, that works great. I hate having to carry a phone with me whenever I go running. So just for that reason, these things are awesome. Number eight, these things charge pretty fast. I think they say that these things will charge for like 15 minutes while they're in here. But I don't have any issues with it. You just pop them in there whenever if you could see that, whenever it shows green on there, that little light, that right there means it's charged. You just pull it out, put it in your ear, you're good to go. This charges pretty quickly as well. So, and And if your AirPods actually discharge to the point of needing charged again, pop them back in here. I mean, this thing will charge it several times. So you can carry this in your pocket, and you got a day's worth of music you can listen to with it. Even longer if you just listen one at a time. So, alright, now we get to the cons. Number one, everything here is rounded. I mean, it really is easy to drop, and I've already dropped it several times. You open up the case, reach and grab it. I mean, it's kind of hard to grab. So, and these things will drop out pretty easily, drop out of your hands. I've dropped these several times too. So far they've held up, so I guess they're made pretty well. But it's just, I don't know. You want it rounded because it's going in your ears and everything else, but at the same time, you don't want it so slippery and so rounded that, I'd almost think that you want a rough edge, at least on the case, on the charger. So that way you can grip it better. Number two, this lid, if you could see it, let's see, it only opens up, it opens a little further than 90 degrees, but it seems like it's kind of in the way some whenever you reach in there and try to grab your AirPods out of there. So, I don't know, I think they could have had it flip open a little bit more, if not all the way, so that you just easily could reach and grab. That's just me. Number three, when you have these out of the charger, they're connected to your device, and they'll sit there and go dead. If you take them out of your ears, you set them down on something, they're going to sit there and be connected and go dead. Next time you grab them, they're probably going to be dead. If it's, if quite a bit of time has gone by. Like overnight, I'll fall asleep with them in my ears and I'll wake up at night and take them out, put them on the nightstand or something. And it's too dark and all that. I don't want to mess with the case, the charger, so they end up going dead by the time I pick them up in the morning. Granted, put them in here, fast charge, so works out. But that's just one of my cons. Number four, these things are hard to quickly pair. They do and they don't. What I mean by, if you're getting a phone call and you answer it on your phone, then you pull these out after the fact and then put them in your ears. It's difficult to get it to pair. Same thing goes for if you're watching a YouTube video, you get on there and you're watching it already, and then you decide you want to listen to these. You put it in your ears. It doesn't seem to want to pair right. So you have to, a lot of times I just shut down the video, make sure it's paired on my phone, and then open it back up and then play, and then it works. But a little difficult. Number five, these things are expensive. I think I paid $159.99. You add in taxes there, it comes up to $175.99. Yeah, they're probably going to be cheaper, but at the time, that's what they cost. So that's pretty expensive for something you sit here like this. Imagine this is almost $200. Yeah, I probably, it was an impulse buy. So would I pay it again? Probably, but I'll tell you about that in a second. Number six, these things don't have a power brick. It comes with the lightning cable, but it doesn't actually have the brick to plug it in. So you have to rely on some other kind of device or whatever to plug it in, unless you already have Apple products, and then you could just use one of those. But I would have thought that, especially for that price, they could have thrown one in there. It would have been just much better, I would have thought. Number seven, volume control. It'd be nice if they had little buttons on the sides to be able to, and that's probably everybody else's biggest complaint with them too, is the fact that there's no volume. You can't just slide up or something like that to be able to increase the volume on it. I just use my device, whatever it is I have connected to, and just go ahead and increase it on there, because to me, sometimes Siri doesn't work very well for me, and it ends up doing whatever it wants. So increasing the volume with that, not really an option for me. I'd just rather grab it and push the buttons. So be better if they had it. Number eight, these things are dirty. You can see, you can barely see that, but you can see how dirty they are. They seem to be a magnet for dirt. You got to sit there and take a Q-tip or something and clean out the inside. And I don't know how they could really fix that, but it seems like the magnets themselves are attracting. Like me, I don't know. I guess I have doing projects and stuff and get metal shavings in my pockets, things like that. It seems they want to stick to the magnets that are in the lid and everything. So that is what it is. All right. In the end, would I buy them again? Yes and no. I told you already it was an impulse buy. I would, as an impulse, I would yes buy them again. As far as quality and all that stuff goes, no issues with that. I would buy them again for that. But the cost is the biggest factor, and I think I would just probably, if I gave myself a day or something like that, I would probably not buy them then. But I'd end up going back to the computer some other time and impulse again and get it. But yeah, it's just a lot of money to spend all at once for something so menial, you know. All right, is it worth the price? Yes and no. It is worth the price as far as the quality. I mean, like I said, several times I've dropped this thing already and nothing. It still works like it should. I've dropped the Airpods there. They still work like they should. Granted, I've only had it a month, but the quality is there. It connects pretty flawlessly with the devices, and it works on everything. I mean, I have a Mac, I have a phone, I have a watch. It connects to all those things. So I'm not going to find anything that works any better than that. I mean, actually, with the watch, nothing will connect to it except for, you know, some type of Bluetooth device. So yeah, it's worth the money because the quality is there. Would I like to see it cheaper? Yes, but new products come with new prices, and they're gonna be expensive at first. So, all right, guys, appreciate you watching. Hopefully this helped you out. Maybe help you make the decision to get them. Maybe talk you out of it. Who knows? But at least I've tried my best to inform you about it. So, as always, appreciate you watching. Please subscribe. Check out my other videos here, and hopefully you find something you like. So, y'all take care.